Can an 8-year-old GPU handle 4K gaming in 2025? Let us find out, shall we? Hello gamers and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be testing Doom Eternal at 4K on one of Nvidia's greatest GPU, the Nvidia GTX 1070ti. This card was released in 2017 for an MSRP of around $699 and one of, if not the greatest card ever made, second only to the 1080 and then the 1080 Ti, which were beasts in their own right. Fast forward 8 years and you can snag this card for about $150 to $200. Should you buy this card, or is it time to retire this old legend? The benchmarks will tell. Before we begin the testing, here are the system configuration for this testing and how much each costs if you are looking to build such PC for yourself. Please enjoy the video. A like and a sub would make me so much happy. Now, let's find out just how much this 8-year-old GPU performs in 4K, shall we? We begin our testing with low settings and of course 3840 by 2160 resolution, aka 4K resolution. With this we got about 44 to 60 FPS, which was very smooth. The average FPS was about 71 and the 1% lows was around 23 and about 12 FPS for the 0.1% lows. Though the 1% lows weren't the highest, it was pretty much a smooth and responsive gameplay. During our testing, we did not encounter any frame issues like lag, spikes and frame skipping. As you can see, the frame time graph was relatively smooth. Graphically, 4K is the best way to play this game. It makes the game more pronounced and draws you into the game even more. This game is a lot more fun, and being able to see it all in its glory gotta be a treat. Stick around to find out just how much Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare settings does to this GPU. Moving on from low settings to medium, and of course still with the 4K resolution, we got almost the same frames as with it with low settings. This led me to believe FSR was on, but apparently it was not. So yeah, the GTX 1070ti is really handling this very well. During our testing, we got an average FPS of 61, a 1% low of 23, and a 0.1% low of 15. Wait, the 1% lows here were better on medium settings. That's quite interesting. Okay, I don't really know what to say about that. If you guys know what is going on, please let me know in the comment section below. During our testing, we did not encounter any frame issues and the game performance was pretty solid. It's a good thing when games are optimized in it. Like the video if you agree, video games back then performs way better than the new ones. The graphical increment from low to medium was very noticeable when the changes were made. The details in the weight and the particle effects really came out to play. The brutal finish felt even more enjoyable. Rip and tear until it is all done. Enjoy that. Alright, now we are getting into the big boy territories. Moving from medium settings to high settings was a dream come true for me. I wasn't honestly expecting the card to be able to pull its own weight in high settings and everything cranked up. But here we are, getting around 44 to 55 FPS. Granted, it wasn't as high as low and medium settings, but it was a far cry from a bad experience. During our testing, we got an average FPS of 65, a 1% low of 23, and a 0.1% low of 14 FPS. Again, the 1% low here was a lot better than medium and low. Perhaps I am losing it. There were no instances of performance issues even on high settings, which was a pleasant surprise for me. Perhaps Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare settings would prove to be a challenge for this GPU. Pause the video now and comment your frame guess for Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. No cheating. Alright, now we're getting into the ultra zones, and man, this one had me grinning. Moving up to the ultra settings was something I was a bit hesitant about at first, but honestly, the card kept surprising me. We were getting around 35 to 45 FPS, which was again, isn't breaking any records for what it is, totally playable. The average FPS came in at 64 FPS, 1% low of 23, and 1.1% low at 14 FPS. Same as before, but still super manageable. Gameplay remained smooth regardless of the low frames, and what really stood out this time was the graphical leap. The transition from high to ultra settings was apparent from the get-go. The game looked sharper, lighting was better, and it felt more real. Well, as real as you can get inside a video game world, right? I'm genuinely surprised with how well this GPU is performing. It's pushing harder than I thought it would, and I'm here for it. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like this benchmarks. Nightmare. Now this is where things started to feel premium. I flipped the switch expecting the car to finally top out or at least start showing some signs of stress, but nope, it just kept going. We were pulling in around 35 to 40 FPS, which here isn't blazing fast, but it held steady throughout. We recorded an average of 64, a 1% low of 23, and a 0.1% low of 14. Despite the numbers not being sky high, the gameplay felt incredibly smooth. No hiccups, no weird frame pacing, just a clean, consistent experience. The difference in visuals moving from Ultra to Nightmare was instantly noticeable. Textures looked richer, lighting had more depth, and everything just popped. It gave the game a more grounded, immersive feel, like the world that suddenly leveled up right alongside the settings. Honestly, I didn't think this GPU had it in it, but I'm more and more impressed the deeper we go. Like if you agree. At this point, I had to see how deep the rabbit hole went, so I cranked it all the way to ultra settings. Well, let's call it an ultra nightmare. No compromises, no mercy, and honestly, the GPU didn't flinch. You were getting around 30 to 35 FPS, which is very good, or is playable for a single player game like this. Well, while considering the sheer load being thrown at it, it is actually kind of insane. The average FPS hit was around 62, a 1% low sitting around 23, and a 0.1% low of 15. And yet, even with those tighter frame margins, the gameplay felt smooth, no stutter, no sudden drops, just steady performance from start to finish. Visually, man, this is where it all comes together. The jump from high to ultra set, the jump from Nightmare to Ultra Nightmare was already a treat, but Ultra Nightmare took it to another level. The game looks stunning, everything sharper, darker shadows, rich in lightning. It felt less like playing a game and more like stepping into a living, breathing world. I gotta say, this GPU really blew me out of the waters. He's been punching way above his weight class and has handled everything like a champ. Like if you agree. And with that, we officially hit max settings. Think it can go any further? Mods? Ray tracing? Let me know in the comment sections below.